There's the obsessive compulsive gamer, the O.C.G, and I'm back playing Resident Evil 4 Remake. I had to restart because I fucked myself out of 100% complete, and this is literally called RE4R Remake 100%. But I love this game so much that I don't care. Like I said, and I really want to have 100% completion. I'm going to invite my friends to the stream, and then we shall begin in earnest. Let's do this. Fuck yeah! Subtitles on, definitely. Visuals, action priority. There we go, brighter. Hello! So, when you play this, Megita, what settings do you normally play on? Do you go frame rate or resolution? Yeah, it's a lot smoother with frame rate on, honestly. But obviously, it's always up to you, of course. Just like, you can adjust the damage indicator, damage display. I always keep it off because it's useless in my opinion. Like, in Resident Evil 2 or 7, I can understand because you don't have your health unless you're in the menu. But in Resident Evil 4, you have a fucking HUD right there on the bottom of the screen that shows your health. Like, I don't need all the shit around the screen when the HUD's right there and it turns red. Yeah, pussy limps. Exactly. So, and like, I hate it when games do that, like a garish with like red thing around the screen. I hate it. And now, before we get started into this, I'm gonna make my favorite concoction since I'm tired. I'm gonna take Calypso Lemonade and Monster and mix them bad boys together. I like it because this is like the sweet and the sour. Plus, like, I don't like to get a huge amount of caffeine up at once, so by diluting it with the juice, I'm not drinking as much. Let me... Plus, I really like the color. Let's go! Yeah, hey Alberto. I had to restart because I fucked myself at 100% completion. Magita was there. It sucked. I missed one of the key side quests. I went too far to get it back. Didn't have a save. Actually, believe it or not, energy drinks don't affect me like they do most people. I'm highly resistant to caffeine. How has that been? And I love that color. The yellow of the monster mixed with the blue of the lemonade to make it a nice green. It's cool. Woo! Everybody's doing good. Like I said, I'm just trying to get my streams in while I can before I have to move. So it's like 6 days now, so I'm trying to make the most of it. Been streaming a lot more than I normally do. Try and compensate for that fact. Hey, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I love you guys. You guys have no idea how much it means to me when you guys watch. Like, I hate it when streamers aren't appreciative to the people that watch them. Like, I can't stand it. I'm always thankful for everybody that watches. I try to talk to everybody that watches. I try to remember their names, what they've said to me. All right, now that I got my settings good, let's do this. Oh, that's right. Let me switch the soundtrack to the original. Ah, those classic sound effects. Also, I'm still not even sure what the fuck they're doing here. Because they're not infecting him with the plagus, or plagus. So, like, what purpose does this serve? Like, they never fully explained what the fuck this was.
September 30th, 1998. It's a day I'll never forget. The cop inside me died that day. And that night, Raccoon City was wiped out.
Yeah, right?
Thanks to the bioweapons created by Umbrella. Somehow I made it out, but too many others weren't so lucky. I was asked later to join a top-secret government program. Not that I had a choice. The training, punishing missions, nearly killed me.
Yeah.
At least I kept my mind off.
Maybe it'll be one more thing for separate ways.
The pain, even for a second.
Oh, Marvin, how I miss you.
This time, it can be different. It has to.
Policia! Policia! Allenda!
Tell me, Yankee, why did you come to this horrible place? As close to nowhere that I've ever seen.
Let's just say, looking for someone.
That someone must be very important, huh? The chief gave the orders himself. Help him, he said.
I'm sure you boys didn't come all the way out here to roast marshmallows. Maybe you did.
You have a strange sense of humor. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Just between us. A lot of people have gone missing around here. And it's been that way for a while now.
Which makes it all the more stupid that you would decide to take a piss and wander off alone in a place where you know people have gone missing.
Well then, should be just another day in the office, right?
I mean, last week there was a search for some missing hikers.
I mean, am I being crazy right now? Like, if I was in a place where I knew many people have gone missing, even recently, I mean, I'm not going to wander off by myself. I'm going to stay with the group.
Do your best to help me.
And if they had stuck around with Leon, maybe things would have went better for them. They at least would have had a fucking fighting chance.
This is it.
I mean, if Leon can get Ashley through this shit, he could have got 2 guys with guns.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, like, if he had just went piss and came back to the van, he probably would have lived.
You smoke?
And he's even, like, creeped out. He's sitting there muttering to himself, he's like, this is a creepy part of the woods. Then why would you go in there by yourself? This is one hell of a gloomy place. Da-da-da-da-da.
Hey! ¿Hay alguien ahí?
Just like I mentioned before, in the original trailer for this, Megita, and even on the box art for the game, you see Ashley in these woods, even though that never actually happens in the game. I wonder what happened there, if that was just promotional, or if they cut some stuff.
He sure is taking his time. Did he fall in? Maybe you better go and take a look. Oh, watch the car. Wouldn't want to get a parking ticket.
So much for helping me.
Because, like, if you remember in the original trailer, they show Ashley running in these woods and stumbling and falling, and, like, looking over her shoulder, running for her life. I mean, literally, the cover of the game shows her in the woods below Leon, and that almost implies that, like, she escaped at one point. Like, I don't know, maybe we'll see that in separate ways. Oh, here's a fun one. Megita, what would you say is your favorite handgun in this game? Out of all of them.
How far could he have gone?
Yeah, Blacktail's good. It's the all-arounder. The merchant even says it's not particularly proficient in anything, but it's good at everything.
Anyone home?
I'm kind of partial to the Sentinel 9 because it has the highest starting clip of any handgun, and because not only is it highly accurate, but it can also use the laser sight. So whereas the handgun is normally the only gun that can use the laser sight, the Sentinel 9 can too.
Sorry to barge in like this.
I honestly would have liked it if you could use the laser sight in any handgun. You know what I mean?
Busco a un policía. Vino aquí?
Plus, having a starting handgun with a 20-round clip is pretty good. Oh yeah, I was going to tell you, fun fact, you know how they changed this so that Leon speaks Spanish in this game? That's because his actor, the voice actor for Leon in this game actually is Spanish. His name is Paul Esposito. I think Paul Esposito. Paul Apostatola. It's hard to say. I'm sorry, forgive me, I'm not, But the actual voice actor for Leon in this is Spanish and knows how to speak Spanish. That's why they added that. Well, he's American born, but he's, from a Latin family. Yeah, exactly. It makes sense.
This isn't very good. Hey! I read you. What's your situation? What the hell's going on?
I will also say that while I definitely like Leon's jacket, I understand why they had the collar down because it's from the prototype RE4 build they originally showed. I do prefer his original jacket with the collar up. I wish they would have had that as a costume option.
No fucking way. This just keeps getting worse.
Because his OG RE4 jacket is slimmer and has, the lapels turned up. And it wouldn't be that hard to just give a model of it with the fucking lapels turned up. I don't think that would even take that long. Be a nice nod to the original game, too.
Bruce, this is Condor 1.
Hunnigan here. What's your sit rep?
President's daughter, Baby Eagle. It's likely she's in this village.
Our intel was correct then. Well done.
Need a location on a nearby lake. She may have been taken there.
Copy that. I'll see what I can find.
Hurry up.
Something's happened to the people here. My escorts are... Gotta go. Talk later. I'll let myself out.
I'm also, like, one of the few complaints I could put up against this game, I hate the fact that his RPG outfit is not in this. Like it was in the original game. I really hope they add that eventually. It's cool they included a Mafia outfit, but, you know. Also, and this is a slight nitpick, but, you know, in the original game, he could get the Matilda, and he can get the Matilda in this game as well. But in RE2, you could get the Matilda with the extended clip, the stock, and the muzzle brake. And in this type of game, it has the extended clip and the stock, but not the muzzle brake. And I honestly feel like they should have included that. Like, it just makes the weapon feel less complete than the one that you got in RE2. I mean, admittedly, those are very small nitpicks. And admittedly, it didn't have the muzzle brake in the original RE4, but, like, they introduced the muzzle brake in RE2 remake, so... Nope. Hey, thank you for watching. I appreciate you.
Ahí está.
Like I said, it's just small nitpicks. It's not like a fucking deal breaker. And it honestly pales in comparison to the sheer amount of shit that this game gets right. This game gets way more right than it does wrong. For real. And if that's like the highest complaint I can bring up against the game, that it doesn't have a classic costume or a fucking muzzle brake, we're in good shape. You know, some people actually dislike the crafting in this. I thought that was so weird. Like, I like the crafting. Like, I could maybe understand if the crafting was instead of the standard way of getting ammo, but, like, you still get ammo from the environment and from enemies. Like, the crafting is just on top of that. And I like it because it lets you choose a lot of the ammo that you get. Like, you have a finite amount of resources still, but I can choose. Would I rather have shotgun ammo or TMP ammo or sniper rifle ammo? Like, I like being able to choose stuff like that. So I just find it really weird that some people didn't like that. Yeah, exactly. See, I totally agree with you. Ah, shit, here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, another change I really like is how in the original game the fucking chainsaw guy would come up the ladder into the window. Now he fucking saws down the door. I think it's a much scarier, better way to do that. Not to mention, like, if I have a chainsaw in one hand, I'm not gonna want to climb up a ladder. That's a really good way to fucking impale yourself.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
It's my lucky day. Oh, nice. Oh, sorry. There you go. Are you even doing this?
Fuck. Well, I got really unlucky there. Oh well, it happens. Yeah, definitely, I agree. That's one of the things I love about this game, though, is them immediately throwing you in the fucking deep end. Like, they immediately grab your attention with this opening.
Sé que estás ahí. Puedes correr, pero no te puedes esconder.
Oh, hey, shotgun shells. That's great. So, you know they're doing a PlayStation Showcase on the 23rd, right? It's like their big showcase of the year. It's basically like Sony's E3. What are you most looking forward to seeing there? What would you be most excited for? If you could pick any Sony game you want to see more of.
Here we go.
Yeah, that would be great, you know? To finally get a release date. I think it's either gonna come out later this year or, hey. Why don't you stay for a little bit, Sarah?
Oh, nice.
Hey, Saigon, how's it going?
Let's see see you climb this. Present for you.
Okay. Well, that's fine then. I understand. You know, I'm doing good.
Are you even feeling this?
Just playing one of the greatest games ever made, so, you know. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah. Wow. Both times. Both times. They grabbed me at just the wrong moment. Man, what are the odds? Like, I played this game a shit ton, and that has never happened to me twice in a row like that. Wow. Of course, it's the reason that now that people are watching me, I would fucking suck. Well, man, you know, any help you want to give me is fine. I'm always, you know, happy to have a good conversation. Even if you don't want to give me help, man. Even if you just want to talk. Oh, it's nice to have people here who like the game. People who make good conversation. Better conversation means better streams. I'm always grateful for everybody that watches. It means way more to me than you guys realize. Streaming is my dream, man. Everybody I get watching is just get me one step closer to that dream.
Sé que estás ahí.
Plus, you're just a solid bro, Saikon. As you may have noticed, Winkita, Saikon is also a huge Resident Evil fan like us. He's played a lot of them. So it's always good to have another RE junkie in the chat. Let's get resident in this evil.
Here we go. Oh.
All right, fucking take deuce on this. Well, actually 3. Take 3.
My lucky day.
Yeah, definitely. I've played all the numbered games as well. So is Megita. She actually has played Revelations 1 and 2. I've only played and beaten the first one. Revelations 2 is one of the ones I haven't played, but Megita has played it, and she seems to really like Revelations 2. She speaks very highly of it, so... And I trust her to know what she's talking about.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Break already.
Is he done? Okay. We're good to go.
Keep coming.
Okay, let me see. What's your... Right? Right? It's been like 2 months, man. How time flies. And yeah, Magita has said she likes Revelations 2 a lot, and it's one of her favorite games. Okay, fuck, we did it. Woo! Started from the bottom now here.
La campana.
La Campana. Ayinda. Yes, she is. Well, she's like co-main protagonist. You switch between Claire and Barry. Barry finally gets a return. I really like Barry, and I feel like he's been criminally underutilized in the series. Yeah, Barry's in Revelations 2. Ah, yeah, Billy. Billy's great. It would be pretty cool to see more Billy.
Bingo?
Resident Evil 4. Plus, for me, Billy is definitely the star of fucking Zero, man.
I've identified a route to the lake. Look for a large windmill. There's a path on the far side of it.
Windmill. Copy that.
I've never been a huge fan of Rebecca.
First out.
In fact, I think Rebecca might be one of my least favorite protagonists in the entire series. I don't hate her, I just don't really care for one or the other. I think she's meh. Like, and she's definitely the weakest lead. Compare Rebecca to Jill, Claire, Sherry, even fucking Helena. Now I'm just sweeping up all I can in the village center before I move on. Much easier to get all the stuff there now that fucking Ganados are trying to impale me. Like, I think we can all agree on that, right? Like, Rebecca is bottom tier RE females. Yeah, no, I agree. Well, it depends on how you look at it, man. If we're talking about if we're talking about RE7 Ethan, no. RE8 Ethan, yes. Oh shit. I left some ammo on a first aid back there. What the fuck? Good thing I checked my map. Like, I thought that Ethan was pretty forgettable in RE7, but I think RE8 greatly made me like him, like, 1,000 times more. I could honestly make the case that Mia is really the main character of RE7, and she has the most impact on the plot by far. Even though Mia is actually kind of a bitch. Really? Really, man? Okay, let me clarify here. Are you saying that Sheila is your favorite or the weakest? Because if you're saying that Sheila is weaker as a character than Rebecca, I've got to disagree. Like, really strongly, man.
There it is.
Yeah, I agree. I think she was underrated. And I think she's definitely cooler than fucking Rebecca. Rebecca just, honestly, to me, is annoying. Okay. Okay. I was about to be like, what? I'm like, how can you say that Sheila is worse than Rebecca, man? Come on. I won't stand for this Rebecca slander. I'm sorry, I won't stand for this Shiva slander.
Damn it.
I want, you know, and like, it's just one more reason why I prefer to play as Jill in Resident Evil 1. Yeah, I agree. Jill is best. You know, regardless of what people think about her Resident Evil 3 remake as a game, I have yet to see anybody say they didn't like Jill in that game. The story and how they handled Jill's portrayal is one of the strongest parts of RE3 Remake. I honestly think that that was peak Jill writing and the style and aesthetic. And while we can debate all day and all night over the cut content, the areas, I think it's safe to say that the story in the remake was much better. Oh no, I agree. I'm not for the cut content either, okay? But like, I honestly think that the story of 3 Remake was hands down better than the original in every way. Especially with Carlos. Carlos went from a character I gave no shits about, that I think is super forgettable, to one of my favorite characters. Like, RE3 Remake Carlos is one of my favorite RE characters. Bitch can't even swim. Like, I honestly wish that they would bring Carlos back for another game and have that actor. I really like what they did with Carlos in the remake. Like, I could give a fuck less about him in the original game. But I loved him in the remake. I mean, they did a fucking 180. And honestly, I thought the relationship with Carlos and Jill was really well fleshed out and actually kind of wholesome. Like, it almost felt like they were hinting at a romance there. And I would have been all for it. I think a romance between Jill and Carlos would have been cool. They seem to avoid romances in these games, and I kind of wonder why. Like, I'd be fine with a romance. Like, I'd love to see more romance in these games. I mean, not, you know, they don't have to be a fucking dating sim, but like, they have all these like flirting and shit, and they never ever really capitalize on it. It's a shame.
Gotta fix everything myself.
And honestly, if they ever get around to doing the Code Veronica remake, which, man, I really hope they do, I really, really hope that they, you know, they focus on making Steve a more likable character. Because I won't say that Steve is like the worst, but I can definitely see where people get annoyed at him. Sorry. And it's weird that, like, that's the closest Claire's ever came to having a romance. And it's with fucking Steve! Steve! Come on, man! Claire is a fucking top-tier woman. And you think Steve's gonna pull that? Nah. Right? Sorry. Oh, hi, Claire. Yeah, I agree. Just because he's a little annoying doesn't, you know, mean he deserved getting fucked over like that. So, yeah, I definitely agree with you. Plus, he was a little kid, and he did suffer from his dad being a douchebag and losing his whole family. So, in his defense, he's been through some shit. So he's not, you know, totally irredeemable either. Like I said, if they redid it in a remake, they could definitely take that character, rewrite him, give him better acting, and they could salvage that character. They can do it with Carlos. They can do it with fucking Steve. I believe that. Oh, here's a good one, Magita. And well, Saikon, if you're still there, man. Who's your favorite RE villain? Yeah, right? RE's had a lot of great villains. Yeah, I mean, it's predictable for a reason. I mean, he is, you know, the OG. He is delightfully evil. He's got a nice relationship with Chris. So, you know. I think I would have to say, if I had to pick my favorite villain, it would either be Chief Irons, because he is just... And Chief Irons in the Resident Evil 2 remake, by the way. In the original game, In the remake, though, he is such a delightful bastard that I was positively fucking screaming every time he was on screen. They did such a great job of making him so fucking hateable. And then if I had to choose sheer complexity, I choose Krauser, because he is definitely a very nuanced character. And I really like his, like, love, hate, respect relationship with Leon. And the fact that, unlike a lot of the villains in Resident Evil who were just evil for evil's sake, his own country fucked Krauser over and destroyed his arm and kind of fucked up his whole life. Yeah, Salazar is great. So, like, Krauser actually has a reason to be the way that he is and to be kind of easy. Like... I mean, it doesn't make it right, but, like, he has a legitimate reason to be fucking pissed off. Seeing as he was literally a world-class soldier and they left him and all of his men to die. For no fucking reason. other than they could. So Krauser is a really good example of a good man gone bad. And like fighting was like literally all Krauser knew. And then all of a sudden, his arm got fucked over by his own country. He lost his soldiers. He had nothing to live for. And then Albert Wesker comes along and he's like, hey, I'll give you something that'll not only fix your arm, but it'll make you stronger than ever. And I mean, say what you will about Albert Wesker. He delivered on that promise. Yeah, I do like the remake boss fight with Salazar. I agree. Plus, the entire scene in the remake with Krauser's death, where Leon has to kill him, is not only hands down better than the original game, where Ada comes along and basically kills him, but it is like a defining character moment for Leon, and is peak character acting. Like, I know it sounds silly, but like when he's sitting there, and you can literally see his lip quiver, and like he looks like he's holding back tears after he kills Krauser, it's fucking amazing acting, and they like show so much going on in Leon's head without him saying a single thing. And that shows you, like, it really solidifies Leon's character, because after everything he's been through, it still broke his fucking heart to have to kill Krauser. He didn't want to. That's why Leon is such a good guy. No matter what, he is just an unbreakable spirit. He genuinely tries to see the best in people. And like I said, I think that scene really amplifies everything that people love about Leon. And I think that it's like a very, I think that's what I love about Leon is like in this remake is they showed the trauma that Leon has endured. They showed the pain, the heartbreak, the suffering. But they also show that underneath it all, he is fundamentally still a good person. Where other people would have given up, where we even see Krauser giving up, Leon still remains fundamentally a good guy. In spite of everything he's been through. In spite of seeing like literally the worst humanity has to offer. You know, and people are like, you know, oh, Leon is not as cheesy. I mean, I think Leon is just as cheesy. Like I said, Nighty Night, Nights. Oh, I guess I'm in need of confession. Like, they just balance it out so that he's more well-rounded. He still jokes, he's still cheesy, but he also has times where he's more serious. He has times where he shows the trauma he's endured. I don't think that they made him less cheesy, I just think they increase the other parts of his personality, if that makes sense. And I honestly like it. I dig it. I honestly like his... I think the RE4R Leon is my favorite incarnation of him in the remake of all time. I think they struck the perfect balance of old and new and keeping who he was while showing that he is... the shit that he went through in RE2 actually had an effect on him. Exactly, like they rein it in. Because you're like, I mean, let's just keep it real. You're not going to go through what Leon went through in Raccoon City, you're not gonna go through that and come out unscathed. Who would go through something like that and not be a different person when it was done? Like, I think any normal person who went through that shit is gonna come out of it with a radically different outlook on life. I also like how they increase the relationship between Ada and Leon, and they genuinely show that Leon brings out the best in Ada. Like, he's so hopeful that he makes her hopeful. And for once, she actually does the right fucking thing. Purely because of Leon. I thought that was a really cool moment for her character. And showed how the relationship was both sides, because if you just watched some of the games, you'd be mistaken in thinking that Leon is always accommodating her, and that she has an effect on Leon, but that scene shows that it clearly goes both ways, and he has a very powerful effect on Ada as well. And it reinforces, a classic thing about Ada. Doesn't matter who she's working for, Ada serves no one. You may think you're Ada's boss, but nobody tells Ada what to do but fucking Ada. Wesker likes to think he's her boss, but Ada does what Ada wants to do, as she very much proves. She only works with Wesker when it aligns with her interests, and she's not afraid to tell Wesker to eat a fat dick if she needs to. Yeah, Ada is a badass. I also don't really understand the hate that her new actor got. Like, I have to be honest with you, I liked her new actor. I thought her new actor was great. Like, I don't understand the hatred that she received. Or people saying that, like, she sucks or bad. Like, I just don't get that. I really don't. I thought her performance was great. Yeah, she's more monotone, but that's on purpose. She's supposed to be also, like Leon, more jaded and cynical.
Like you really wanted to talk. How observant, senor. Now, say, you got a smoke? Those things will kill you. Oh, well, maybe just untie me then, huh?
Joder, not this guy.
Who are you? Yeah, stop right there.
No! And okay, you know what? Even if you think that she's the worst fucking actor in the world, right? People who gave her death threats, what the fuck? Like, grow the fuck up. She could be the worst voice actor in the world. That would not make it okay to give her fucking death threats. Yeah, exactly. They gave RE fans a bad name. I would never in a million years fucking do that shit. They make us all look like fucking neckbeards.
Sacrificial lamb, you will receive our most sacred body. It begins now.
Us gamers have spent so long trying to convince people that we're not fucking basement dwellers, sitting there fucking gaming in our mom's basement. Mom, I'm gaming. And then people like that come along and make us look like fucking Reddit neckbeards all over again. I mean, it's a video game actor, and you're sending a real person death threats. The fuck is wrong with you?
Stop it. Hey, Yankee. Got a name?
Leon.
Quiet type, eh? I'm Luis Serra. Guess you, me, picked the wrongest spot to vacation, eh? Hey! Stop it! You move, I move. And I'm beat up enough as it is. I can see you're thinking. Bet you've been in spots like this before, huh? I guess
You're here looking for someone? One more guess. Maybe some missing señorita?
Young girl? Talk. Now.
All right. See, heard chatter about moving a señorita.
Moving her. Where?
Who knows? But later, saw some men dragging someone to the old church. Hanging with you, not helpful.
Hey, we're not done here!
Later, amigo.
Yeah, like I said, it does. Word vomit. It does upset me. Like, people honestly should fucking stop that shit. Like, it disgusts me. I don't even want to be in the same fan base of people like that.
Under one to roost. I've located baby Eagle. It sounds like she's being kept in some
How
church.
fucking delusional do you have to be?
That's good news.
I heard it from this guy I met.
Oh, hey, I don't like this actor in a game, so I'm gonna send him death threats. Oh, I'm an adult.
Said his name is Luis Serra. There's something fishy about him. I need you to run a background check.
We'll call Condor 1. I'll see what I can find. In the meantime, make your way to that church.
Right. I'm probably due for confession anyway. Condor 1, out.
And it makes me upset that that's the side of the fan base that actress is seeing. Because there's so many people here that don't have any problem with her. That were, welcome her into the community. I just wish she had been introduced to that side of the Resident Evil community. People like us that just honestly love the series.
Hey, that's my gear.
¡Ahí está!
It also worries me because, they have the same actress for separate ways. And she's going to be, in a much more prominent role in separate ways. I hope she doesn't get more hate. That would really suck. Like, she's already been through enough as it is. People can just be so shitty, man. It sucks.
I'll be taking these back.
And people like Makita really give me hope for the community because I'm in a Resident Evil groups on Facebook. I tried to be in a Resident Evil Discord, and I met tons of nasty people in the Resident Evil Facebook. So many posts of RE4R remake sucks. Yes, okay, we get it that you think it sucks. It's been 3 fucking years. Like, I see posts in the RE Facebook group every fucking day about Resident Evil 3 Remake. Like, we've discussed it enough, guys. Like, they even had to step in and to, cut down on the RE3 Remake posts. Just because it's we understand your feelings. It's it's so, tired. But and then I went to the RE Discord and people were being like super immature to me and pissing me off and trolling me. I just said, fuck this. I don't come to Discord to be trolled. I'm here to make friends. But then, I met Megita from a RE group. Yeah, exactly. I met Megita in an RE Facebook group, and she's become like my best friend.
Stranger.
Who's that?
And besides you, Psychon, she's one of the most knowledgeable people I've ever talked to about Resident Evil. Like, probably more than anyone else I've ever talked to, Megita really, really knows her shit when it comes to Resident Evil.
Yes.
So it's awesome, to talk to her about it. So, honestly, in my opinion, her and you, Psychon, represent the best that the fanbase has to offer.
Took care of a request. Welcome. A job well done deserves payment in kind. I've got something new for you, mate.
Like I said,
well struck.
Psychon has come into my streams for a couple months now. No, I mean, yeah, nobody expects you to know everything, Megita. I don't know everything about Resident Evil.
Won't do you much good in the grave.
Like I said, I don't know everything about Resident Evil. I'm just saying, like, you know your shit in general, which is the important part. And like I was going to say, Psychon, he's been coming to my streams for a couple months. He started joining my streams back in, like, February, when I went through the original Resident Evil 4 in preparation for the remake, and he joined in, and he's been regularly popping up in my Resident Evil stream since then. He's a fucking solid dude. So honestly, you guys are both in good company. We're all Resident Evil fans. We're all, not neckbeards. We don't send people death threats, So...
Not seeing anything you like, stranger?
Let me see. Yeah, right? There are people like...
Will that be...
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. There's a time and a place for everything. There is a time and a place for somebody to vent and be like, man, this game fucking sucks. Lord knows I've done it. There's been some games that really disappointed me, and I went on a fucking rant, okay? But there are people, like you said, Psychon, who make it their entire fucking personality in life to hate on something, and that is just so exhausting. I could not spend my whole life being a hater like that, being negative. I would rather take the majority of my energy and focus it on playing games I do like, talking about games I do like. Like, the thought of spending all of my time talking about things I hate, honestly, depresses the fuck out of me, man. I would fucking hate to do that.
Things on set. Crossing your T's, dotting your I's. That's the way to be. You can wish your enemies sweet dreams from afar, with a bullet straight through their heads. Go on, take this as well. All yours, stranger. You've got a soft spot for treasure, eh?
Yeah, exactly, pretty much.
That's the way.
And at a certain point, man, I have to honestly question, do they even really like games at all at that point? You know what I'm saying?
Items you might be interested in. A bit more space never hurt anyone. Perfect size for you, stranger. Got us come back anytime.
Like, take the angry video game nerd, right? I love the angry video game nerd, or at least I used to. I don't like his content now, but for years and years and years, I watched his shit. As much as I love him, he spends all of his fucking time playing the worst games that humanity has to offer. And while I think his content is hilarious, oh my god, I might have to give up on gaming if all I ever played was terrible games. I do not think I could do that long term.
Ruby's all rubbish. It makes no difference. The price, well, that's our choice to make. Welcome. Well then, what can I do? Thank you. Not only will you need cash, but you'll need guts to buy that weapon. Knowledge is don't get yourself killed now.
Okay, let's... Yeah, exactly. Like, I just could not fucking spend all of my time playing terrible games. Like, oh my god. Like I said, I think I would have to give up on games forever. Like, it would just drain me so badly. I want to spend my time playing games I actually enjoy and care about. And not just shit I hate.
The hell am I?
And yeah, like, the people don't even care about the games, man. They don't even actually care about what they're playing. They just want the clout. Like, oh, man. There was this big YouTuber. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but it'll come to me, because I heard of him before, but I'm not, like, a big fan of his. But he made a video at first saying that he thought the Resident Evil 4 remake was shit, and how it lost the soul of the original, and everybody hated on him, you know, because I honestly think the Resident Evil 4 remake is great. People were just like, you know, they weren't sending him death threats, but they were saying this is a shit opinion, which is their right, and then he re-edited the video to be like how Resident Evil 4 remake is good, and I'm like, you know what, man? I respected you more before. Like, I personally vehemently disagree with you saying that this game is shit. I think this is one of the best games ever made, and this is like the gold standard for fucking remakes. But even if I disagree with your opinion, at least your opinion was genuine. Now I know that you're a fucking sellout and you just say what people want to hear. Like, whatever credibility you had, you lost as soon as you just immediately changed your opinion to suit the general consensus. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he did, yeah. So he didn't even give a fair comparison. I guess he just thought that the public would like the original more and that he would get the most clicks, and then when he found out the overwhelming response to the remake, he was like, oh shit, I'm getting hate. You know, but like I said, even if he got hate, at least it was genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like, his opinion was his. Like, several times, partially because the internet is a shitty place occasionally, and partially because I'm a weirdo with unique takes, I will have an opinion that a lot of people don't like. And you know what? People will have called me out for it. And they'll be like, well, what? And I stood my ground and said, sorry, that's how I fucking feel. I'm not going to change my opinion just because you don't like it, bro. Like, basically what you do when you're a YouTuber, if you're a successful YouTuber, you get paid to give your opinion of games, okay? So if your opinion isn't genuine, you might as well just pack up and go home. Like, that's like the bare minimum thing to entry.
All right. All right.
And I can honestly say that I practice what I preach. You may not like my opinion, you may not like me, but nobody can ever say I'm fake. I'm as fucking genuine as it comes. I will never kiss somebody's ass or say some shit I'm not about or endorse something that I don't believe in.
Not bad, right?
Oh shit. Oh wow. The timing on that. Holy shit. No. Wow. You know, and like you may love me, you may hate me, you know, but nobody will ever be able to say that I did not keep it fucking real. And I'm very proud of that. I am many things. I am not fake. And that's, I genuinely try to keep myself surrounded by, you know, like-minded people that aren't fake either. That's why, like, and me and Megiddo were talking about this, you know, earlier. There's tons of things that me and Megiddo disagree on. And I'm sure that me and you disagree on, Psychon, okay? But we can do it fucking civilly, and we can genuinely respect where the opinion is coming from. That's my goal, right? Even if you don't like my opinion, my goal is to make my argument so sound that you can still see, well, yeah, I get where it's coming from. I put a lot of time and thought into the things that I say. And these days, people think that if you don't agree with everything they have to say, you're enemies. Like, there's no space to disagree anymore. I'm all for debate. I'm all for casual disagreements. But people stop being civil. Like, I'll sit here and I'll debate Resident Evil all day with any one of you. And we'll go back and forth. But the second somebody starts trying to be a dick, I'm out of the conversation. I'm not going to sit here and have a fucking debate with you. Like, we can have a friendly discussion. You can disagree. But, you know, you start, like, trying to fight with me about it, I'm out. I don't have time for that shit. Keep it civil, or I'm just not going to talk to you. Like, I actually, I'm in a Star Wars Discord, and, I actually got really upset because I'm super Irish. My name is literally Kieran Reese. My dad's side of the family is Irish. We've traced our lineage all the way back to Irish. We have a family crest. My mother took an ancestry test last year that revealed she was 77% Irish. So I always knew that I was Irish on my dad's side, but now I'm finding out that I'm also Irish on my mom's side. We have a lot of Celtic traditions. I have a fucking Celtic necklace. And I'm very proud of my Irish heritage, and yet these people try to come along and say, well, I'm not really Irish because I'm born in America. Fuck you. And they were trying to fucking troll me and say that I'm not really Irish in that group, and I admittedly, I lost my temper, and I'm like, you guys can go fuck yourselves. Like, it's a bit of a sore subject for me. Because, you know, I have somebody come along who doesn't even fucking know me. And be like, well, you're not really Irish. It's just, I mean, it's super fucking annoying. Yeah. Exactly. And then they were like, people were trying to like comment, why do people in America think that they're the ethnicity of where their ancestors were from? Well, see, here's the thing. America is a country founded on immigrants. America is a country founded on immigrants. And when people come to a different country, they like to keep their heritage alive and well and remember it and pay homage to where they came from so they don't forget their culture. That's why we say I'm Irish American, I'm African American, because we're Americans, but we still want to remember where we came from and what it took for us to get here. That's why we do that in America, because we like to keep our heritage and our culture alive and recognize where everybody came from. And my family has been in America for like 300 years. My family, we can trace the Easleys back to some of the first people that were sent to America. Literally, some of the first ever Americans, Irish Americans in this country, were my family members. And you're going to tell me that my family isn't Irish, that I'm not Irish. Fuck you. Well, obviously not fuck you guys, but you know, so it's just like a really sore subject, and I told them repeatedly, very politely, that it was pissing me off. You know, because I'm not the type of guy that I just snap, okay? I will give you several warnings. Hey, please stop that. I don't like that. You're upsetting me. You're pissing me off. And then, if you don't listen, I get fucking angry. And finally, you know, a guy came in, and after I said, will you please stop? I really don't like this. You're upsetting me. He was like, well, you're not really Irish. And I'm like, well, go fuck yourself. And I don't really feel that bad about that either. Because, like I said, I gave everybody multiple warnings that they were pushing my boundaries and pissing me off. And, you know, maybe I'm just fucking uncivilized. Maybe I'm a weirdo, but if somebody was talking to me and they were telling me that something I was doing was pissing them off, and they asked me to stop, I would apologize and stop. I guess I'm the asshole. So, you know, like I said, I just lost my fucking temper, and I'm like, well, go fuck yourself. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, with you guys, I can honestly say, you know, like, if I'm not cool with something and I asked you guys to stop, you would fucking stop. Like, I honestly feel like that's only polite. Like, if you can clearly see that something you're doing is hurting the other person, and you keep going, you're just an asshole. I've repeatedly said, okay, that I'm super honest. And I am. I will never sugarcoat things. I will never lie to you. I will never tell you something that you just want to hear. But here's the important distinction. I won't lie to you, but I won't say something that is deliberately hurtful, unnecessary. Now, if there's something that I believe somebody needs to know, I will tell them honestly. Sometimes the truth can be hard to hear. Like, if you found out your best friend's wife was cheating on him, he probably doesn't want to hear that, but you need to tell him. But there's a difference between being upfront and being honest and saying what you need to say and deliberately trying to hurt somebody's feelings. I would always say what I need to say. I will never sugarcoat things, but I won't ever deliberately try to piss somebody off either. I will never intentionally try to hurt someone. And if they had said, well, I don't think you're Irish, and they had left it at that, I'd say, well, I don't like your opinion, but okay, agree to disagree. It was just the fact that they kept on bringing it up. Like, if they had just said it once, I wouldn't have got upset, but they just kept going. Like, the first time you said something, you're just trying to tell me your opinion. The third time, you're just trying to piss me off. Yes. Oh my God, yes. Okay? Because it's not like Disney Star Wars fans are the worst. Because they don't just want you to like Disney Star Wars. You can even be like, I like Disney Star Wars. They want you to suck Disney Star Wars' fucking dick. They want you to say that Rey is the greatest Jedi who ever lived. That Episode 9 is the mankind's greatest triumph. Like, that's what's so exhausting. They don't just want you to like the sequel trilogy, which I honestly don't like the sequel trilogy, okay? They want you to literally sit there and just say it's the greatest thing ever. Yeah, exactly. I agree. See, Psycon, that's kind of what I'm trying to do. I usually stay out of communities, but I also like having friends, and I like making friends. So I've been trying to build up my own community on Discord full of cool people, and pretty much on my Discord server, anything goes. We talk about anything game-related, anything horror-related, anything nerd-related, and I didn't mean to flip people off. Anything of those three topics, games, horror, nerds, is free game, And I've been cherry-picking people to join to have a cool community. And if you want to, Psycon, I can link you to the Discord and send you an invite in the chat if you want. You can join the Discord sometime. We'd love to have you, man. The more cool people we get, the better, honestly. And you're free to advertise anything you want to. If you want to stream, I have a special channel for it. So we only have about, I think, 15 people right now, but I'm trying to add more as I go. And they're all quality dudes. Magita is part of the server, so if you want to be added, I will add you, man. Just let me know. Like I said, I've always enjoyed talking to you in stream, Psycon. I've always thought you were a solid dude. I've always enjoyed your company, so, it'd be great to have you in the Discord, but no pressure. I'm not, going to try and shove it down your throat. Just extending the offer. Yeah, exactly. Well, man, maybe we could exchange invites then. Okay, 1 second. I'll send you a link. Let me get my Discord. Just one second. It's just called O.C.Gs. I'm the obsessive compulsive gamer, so it's the obsessive compulsive gamers. Just so that was a funny thing to say. Yeah, we have 15 members right now, so we're not exactly the biggest one, but like I said, I'd rather have 15 15 members than fucking, 800 assholes. I carefully curate the people in the group. And like the rules are incredibly simple. There's literally one rule. Don't be an asshole. That's literally it. Don't be an asshole. You can cuss, you can do whatever. Don't be a dick. I keep it simple. I don't have all these fucking rules and regulations and shit. Just, straight up. Be nice. Other than that, you're good to go. Don't fucking start shit. Don't be a douche. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that complicated. It's not that complicated. If you wouldn't like it being done to you, don't do it to somebody else. And there's a small key in here. No, I'm sorry. It's the hut up. No, it's here. Okay, I was right. Boom. First small key. Boop, boop. That's I like having friends, but I'm not a people person. Does that make sense? Like, I don't like society in general, but I like certain people. So my goal is to make a group where all the weird people can get together. Because, it's been my experience that society is not very kind to people like us. Society frowns on anybody that's different. So, I get lonely, but I don't want to be a part of society. I want to have my own small little circle. And that's why I've always strived on my YouTube channel to make it a place that is accepting as possible. That's why I don't talk a lot of politics. That's why I don't talk a lot of religion. Because I want my streams to be a place where people can feel welcome, where people can feel safe, where people don't have to worry about being fucking judged. They can just come and hang out with cool fucking people, where weird people can be like, hey, I'm wanted here. Like I said, I want everybody to come here and be able to have a good time, not worry about bullshit. And I tried to almost never ban anybody, but I have had to ban a couple people because they just wanted to start shit and attack other members of the group. Like I had this guy, super sweet guy. His name is Flix, 1983, I believe. He pops up in streams every now and then. He's British. Great dude. He's very supportive. He's a big Xbox fan. And there's this fucking guy who would give him shit every time he mentioned Xbox. And I repeatedly told him, like, you can disagree, but, like, stop giving him shit just for liking Xbox. Like, stop. Like, you're making him uncomfortable. And, like, every time he would bring up Xbox, he'd be like, Xbox sucks. And so I eventually wound up booting him from the group. Because, people, I respect you guys. Yeah, exactly. I respect you guys. And I'm not... I'm not gonna sit here and give you guys shit for liking what you like. Like, it's just dumb.
Take a look. Welcome. What can I interest you in?
Yeah, exactly. And the guy thought, like...
Valuables won't do you much good in the grave.
The guy thought, like, I would... the guy thought that I would be on his side because I prefer Sony. Anybody who knows me will tell you I prefer PlayStation. I always have. I just think that Sony has the best exclusives. So that's why I prefer Sony. Okay? But... So the guy thought that I would be on his side, but it's like, no. Just because I prefer Sony doesn't mean I'm cool with you shit-talking people who like Xbox. I don't do that console war bullshit. Yeah. No, dude, like, I know, I totally agree. There's tons of stuff that I think Xbox does better. I think the Xbox, the backwards compatibility on Xbox puts Sony to shame. Microsoft's backwards compatibility is 10 times better on Xbox, man. And I can't stand it, dude, when people just, like, suck the dicks of the console manufacturers, like, Sony can do no wrong. Microsoft is the greatest thing known to mankind. No. Everybody makes mistakes. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that Sony's perfect. Nope. The fucking president of Sony, Jim Ryan, has said, who wants to play old games? In his mind, nobody wants to play a game that's older than 5 years. Fucking excuse me? Lots of people want to play older games, Jim. In fact, Sony has one of the best classic rosters in gaming. So, you of all people should know that people want to play old games, Jim. And I wouldn't say a game that's 5 years old is old, really. It's not new, but, like, I think in order to be considered, like, a retro game, you have to be, like, at least 10 years old. Like, bare minimum. So I really disagree with him saying that shit. And for the most part, the PS5 backwards compatibility is great. Just about every PS4 game plays just fine. But there's a small amount of games that don't play fine, and I'm really upset because Sony will never fix them. The games that don't work, essentially, are never going to work forever. Like, I'm a really big fan of Primal. And I don't know if any of you have played that game, but it's a PS2 exclusive, okay? It's one of my favorite games. I fucking love it. It's a Sony exclusive, so it was one of the games they brought to PS4 backwards compatibility. You know, like the PS2 classics back when they brought them to PS4 for the first time. And on PS5, it's fucking broken. It does not work properly. There are all kinds of texture glitches. Huge parts of the game don't load in. It's fucking broken. And it has now been 3 years since that game launched. Or since PS5 launched. I'm sorry. Since PS5 launched. And it still has not been fixed. In any game that has any problems, Sony's not going to fix them. Compare that to Microsoft. There's been several games that have had an issue in backwards compatibility. Microsoft patched them and fixed them. Now they work just fine. Okay? And it's especially asshole-ish because Primal was a first-party Sony game. It was a Sony PS2 exclusive made by a Sony Cambridge. Literally, Sony made it, and they won't even fucking fix their own first-party game. That's ass. Oh, I got him. Wow, he really got fucked by his own trap. How about that? Which that's another thing about this remake I really like. In the original game, they couldn't fall into their own bear traps. I like the fact that they can also fall into them now. Magita already said that her favorite handgun was the Black Ops, the Blacktail. What's your favorite gun, Psychon? What's your favorite handgun? Ah, that's great. No, I totally get that. I see why you picked that. Penetration! Fucking bear traps. Yeah. What do you guys think about the, I'd like to get your guys' opinion. What do you guys think about the new rifle and the new, machine gun?
Not too shabby. Someone has shown up their neighbors. Old photos.
Because they have the new machine gun you get later on, and then they have the new rifle that you get in the castle. I thought the rifle was good, but yeah, it does chew through ammo a lot. I agree. That's the thing, like, it blows through sniper rifle ammo so quickly. Yeah, I agree. It gives you more options for the scope. I agree with that one.
Accepted the gift. Gift? My blood?
I love the sunset stage in this game. It's one of my favorite things added in the remake because the sunset, I think it's beautiful.
Bruce to Condor 1. I've got that intel you requested on Louis Serra. It seems he used to be a researcher for Umbrella.
Umbrella? I should have left him in that bag to rot.
I'm sending you the details. Take a look, but Baby Eagle is your priority.
Copy that. Making my way to the church. Condor 1, out.
Making my way downtown, home and down, and I'm home out. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na.
You too, huh?
Who's a good boy? Who's a good Huey? You! Okay, buddy, I'll see you in Hunting Ground remake.
Take care of yourself, buddy.
That's a hint, Capcom. Take the hint. What would you say is your favorite area of this game, Psychon? Oh, fuck, I was literally pulling my knife to knife that. I have yet to determine what causes the guy to pop out here. Like, I don't know if you noticed this, but sometimes they'll have a Ganado pop out of this closet, other times they will not. And I'm really not sure what determines it because it's seemingly random. Like, I even tried firing a gun. Like, maybe he just doesn't know I'm there. But no, like, I'm not sure. But, like, I've had a guy pop out of that closet before on me. Yeah, I agree. Okay. What's your guys' favorite part of the castle? Hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Come on, you motherfucker. Come on. Yeah, that's great. That's a great section. They really did make that a lot better. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Shit, I forgot about that. Oh well. Okay, Magita, then what's your favorite area in the village? Fucking door. Really? The door kept blocking my fucking view. Okay. Yeah, I agree. That's a really good section. It's almost like a mini open world. Yeah. Well, man, if you're busy, you can go, man. I don't want to keep you if you're doing something. We love to have you here, but I don't want like you to feel pressured into being here, man. I love this town hall as well. I love the fucking mist on the ground, the chairs, them set up by the thing, the skull. Like they really made the town hall kind of really spooky compared to the original game. Oh. Plus, it's just fun to kick the chairs around and shit.
I've got some new items in stock.
Yeah, man. Okay. Hope you have a good one.
Take a look.
See you when we see you.
Hello, welcome. I got something new for you.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Ruby's all rubbish. It makes no difference. Thank you. Anything else I can help you? Oh, you'll cut through the crowd with that right there. Come back anytime. Welcome. Got some rare things. I knew you were a go-getter. That's good work, if I do say so myself. Try that on for size. We're starting to get an idea of your tastes, friend. Don't get yourself killed now.
A church. I made it.
Oh shit, that's right. I forgot about that. There's a treasure back there. Totally forgot.
Damn it. Condor 1 to Roost. The church is sealed up.
And Baby Eagle?
Negative. Nothing yet. But they sure do have this place locked up tight.
I see. I can think of one reason they'd want to do so.
Oh, she's here. That's for sure. I'll find a way in. Condor 1, out.
Hey, look at that again. Hey, they go right in you.
Lake. Let's hope for no more surprises.
Hi! So happy to see you! Yeah. Yeah, you can do that. It's awesome. It's tricky to line up, but when you do it, it is very, very satisfying. There's a couple places. The other day, I kicked one of them off the bridge in the valley. It was fun. Burn, motherfucker! Yeah, no, I agree. It is fun setting them on fire as well. Suffer me now! Fire! Boom! Oh, I'm sorry, motherfucker. Is there more? We okay, I think we're done. Oh shit, that's right. I got it. There's a crate back there. Ooh, spinel. I love spinels. Ooh, a piece of candy.
Good luck finding someone big enough to use this thing.
You know, when I saw this the first time, I was honestly worried that the fucking El Gigante would use the hammer. I'm like, oh no. Can you imagine how terrifying that would be? Right? Maybe they'll do that in separate ways, because I feel like they put that hammer there for a reason. Maybe it was just to psych you out, which it totally worked if that was the case. But I feel like they put that there for a reason. Can you imagine if fucking Ada fought a Gigante with the hammer? It'd be like the mixture of the fucking hammer dudes and an El Gigante. Jeez. That would be a really clever way to take things up a notch. Yeah, exactly. No, that could totally be true. After all, they do show him hanging out with Ada, and they never really showed them hanging out before. So maybe even if you don't play as Louise, they can still have like a section where Louise is with Ada. I would be down for that. Me and Magita were talking about that earlier. Like, you know how you see like Ada help Louise up the mountain? What if like you actually explored in the mountains in the village as Ada? That'd be so fucking sick. I mean, you constantly can see the mountains off in the distance in the village. Be able to actually go up there as Ada would be fucking sweet.
Took care of her quick. Did ya? Good stuff, stranger. Well then, what can I do you for? Thank you. I knew you were a go-getter. Oh, I knew you'd choose.
Yeah, that would also be cool. I agree.
Pleasant travel.
I agree with you. That would also be kick-ass. Woo! Laser sight, baby! Yeah, it's probably not gonna happen, but man, we can dream, right? But honestly, it's not that much of a stretch to think that we get to see him again in separate ways, considering they do show him hanging out with Leon, Ada. I mean, I feel like they did that for a reason. I really do. They could have just shown him, like, giving her a sit rep, you know? Oh, God, that would have been so great. I love Marvin. Marvin is the fucking GOAT, man. Like, he's so underrated. He's such a solid dude. Like, his greatest weakness is that he's too forgiving to his friends. I'll do the shooting gallery later. Honestly, I like the shooting gallery, but it can be really frustrating. And I'm not trying to do that right now. Like, I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so me not getting a perfect score on the shooting gallery, it kind of makes my butthole clench. Like, I get the police officers were kind of a dick, man, but they deserve better than that. Jesus Christ. I know you get it. I believe in you.
Looks like there's something over there. Damn, look at the size of that.
You can do this, Megiddo. I have faith. But you gotta have faith, faith, faith. Before this river becomes an ocean, before you throw my heart back on the floor. Bum, 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 bum.
Come on, fill the tank when you're done.
But no, really, I am so in love with this game. I also think this game is super fucking replayable. Like, honestly. I've played this game already so much. I think I've already put 70 hours in this game, and I'm still in love with this game. I can easily see myself playing it the next several years. Like, I almost always replay Resident Evil 4, like, every year, and I can honestly see this game becoming part of my rotation for the next 15 fucking years. This is one of my favorite areas in the entire game, the fish village. Or the fish settlement, however you want to say it. I think the atmosphere is perfect. The fucking gnarled barks of trees. The fucking light coming over, the wading through the water. I think this is peak atmosphere right here.
Shit. God damn it.
That's the last Viper I need. I'll also be happy when I get the stock for this. The TMP. I hate using the TMP without the stock. I really, really do. Just doesn't feel right to me. Like, I don't fucking see you. I've also heard some people getting pissed off at the fact that they indicate the barrels you can interact with the yellow painting. Like, oh, it's making it for noobs. I didn't really care. I mean, I get that's why they did it, but I don't give a fuck. I mean, oh, it's a yellow paint on the barrels. Oh, stop the presses. Like, people make a big deal out of the smallest shit, man. Like I said, I honestly, like, I understand, like, I can honestly say once again, now that the hype has died down, sometimes you get overwhelmed by the hype of a game, this is without a doubt one of my all-time favorite games, and a 10 out of 10, and my favorite Resident Evil game. I mean, like, this is legit a 10 out of 10 for me. Any complaints that I have with this game are so tiny and so nitpicky that honestly, even listing them feels fucking petty. Like, this honestly is just straight fucking 10 out of 10 S tier for me.
This is what I'm talking about.
Hey, Psycon, man, do you like the Jedi games? Have you played Jedi Survivor? What are your thoughts on that, man? Yeah.
That's all of them.
My opinion on Jedi Survivor is that it's a 10 out of 10 game that launched in a 5 out of 10 state. It runs like fucking ass. But like literally, other than the way that it runs, other than the bugs, I think Jedi Survivor's oh so good. Yeah, I also love Fallen Order. It's a shame too because I honestly think that the actual game of Jedi Survivor is basically fucking perfect. They just launched it in such a rough state, and it breaks my heart because you know it wasn't the dev team that wanted to do that. Oh yes, yes. Oh, they just recently added the 5th patch, and I played it. I tested it. I had to re-download the whole 150 gig game, and it still runs like fucking ass on PS5. It's still not in a great state. I mean, it has only been 1 month, but still, man, come on. And like I said, it's heartbreaking because the actual game is so good.
Ahí está.
Like, the graphics, fucking awesome. Combat, fucking awesome. World, fucking awesome. Story, amazing. Like, it would be a 10 out of 10 for me if it wasn't for the bugs. So it's really, really frustrating that they decided to launch it in the state that they did. And like I said, we all know whose fault it was. EA had to release it. Because it's fucking EA. Despite being one of the largest game publishers in the world, they are stupid as shit. Okay, is that everything here? Yep, boom. Oh, no, wait, there's one more crate right there. My bad. Oh, there's the gunpowder. Or money? No, it's gunpowder. Sweet. Did you play Fallen Order, Magita? What were your thoughts on Fallen Order? I'm gonna go back here and save real quickly. Yeah, no, good. Yeah. Just so you know, they totally fixed that, by the way. Okay, I'm gonna take a slight break. I'm gonna get something to eat, guys, and then I'll be right back, and then we'll stream some more. If you guys want to watch, if not, I already appreciate it, but yeah, I'll be back here in a little bit.